Hey guys, it's Mershdd. Welcome back to the channel. Just a quick free-to-play update. So currently live in the game, we have got a triple chance to drop regen gear from Fire Knight. Now, regen is by far my favorite gear kind of pieces. I have done the rebuild on the champions, which I'll show in the next proper account update. But we've taken regen off of Drath just because we can't get the stats with the regen gear we do have that I would like to get on her for clan boss. All we're lacking is an accuracy banner, and then she will be able to land her A1 fairly consistently. However, I have moved on to Reliquary Tender because I still just love the set bonus it provides, right? It's like lifesteal, but it's guaranteed, and you don't need to actually hit an enemy for it to proc. So yeah, it's huge. So I'm going to be getting myself in Fire Knight purely for that anyway. But at the same time, we also have a Fire Knight tournament, which is lasting the next 2.5 days, which I'm definitely going to be getting involved in because yeah, there's some nice rewards there along the way. And we'll be triple dipping once again for the next day in 9 hours. Because we also have a dungeon divers running alongside it. Now the rewards here aren't too crazy. You get some nice anniversary points if you get fairly far into it. But aside from that, it's just a few minuscule amount of brews and again some arcane potions. Unless you manage to get right towards the end and you can grab up an epic book. But to be honest, the rest of the rewards are a scam. To be honest, they're not worth half as much as what Plarium are asking for here. So I just thought I would show you guys what I'm planning to do. Um, in the sense that I'm going to show off the team. So we have progressed from stage 14 to stage 16, and I haven't tried anything higher, just because I know stage 17 is going to be such a tough ask, because we are relying on two magic champions to do the damage. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get through the waves. Like I said, I have rebuilt the team, so Ignatius is more control now. But yeah, this is the first run at stage 17. I do have an AI setup that I've been using for all of the stages so far. I guess the plus side of this is that Deacon is guaranteed to land that decreased defense because it is like a strong affinity for him, right? All the waves are going to be force affinity, and the boss will as well. So he should always land the the turn meter reduction on the boss, as well as this decreased defense on the waves, which honestly might be enough to get us through for now. So far, so good. I've said it so we're trying to save our main abilities and just try and finish off the wave with the A1, but I don't think we're going to have enough damage doing it that way. It's fine if we lose one because Drath can just pick them back up, but you know what? Wave 1's looking okay. We didn't want Deacon to waste that decreased defense there though. So what I might have to do is actually just go into the AI and make it so after he uses, I guess, open with drop defense, and then after he uses it, never uses it again until the second wave, and then we just leave the turn meter doing whatever it wants. It shouldn't make a difference anyway because we are going to open with the A1 on the boss, so it should actually end up being back in sync. But that's providing we fail this. We're hoping Drath can cycle through to the heal because the whole team is looking a bit ropey here. But we do have lifesteal on Rhonda and we have lifesteal on Ignatius. So hopefully, if anyone drops, it's going to be Cold Heart and Drath can pick her up before the boss. But Ignatius landing that very crucial stun. We're going into the boss again. HP bar on Cold Heart is looking a bit ropey. Fingers crossed. Drath can get some healing out. Nice. Okay, there's the turn meter reduction. Now hopefully it gets back to Cold Heart in time. Yeah, Heartseeker, boom, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Now we just have as much time. Sorry, that was the chair, not me. Now we just have as much time as we can to just get as many debuffs out on the boss, get as much damage in, and hopefully we're looking cushy. If we can beat this stage, then I guess there's no reason that we can't push on to stage 20, which would be amazing to be able to farm during the next couple days. I'll put all the champ training on hold, it's not too important. Nice though. With one rotation of the Fire Knight shield, we've got him over halfway down. Really surprising, but we've just wasted Heartseeker. We have just wasted Heartseeker from Cold Heart. Damn. Oh, that's rough to see. That was very rough to see. Because now we're not going to be able to drop that turn meter all the way back. But she does at least bring heal reduction, so it's kind of just buying time until we can get a turn where the shield is dropped on the Fire Knight and Cold Heart can get the Heartseeker out. But it's going to be difficult, I guess, to try and sync up. But to be honest, at the rate it's currently going, we're actually going to kill the Fire Knight before the next Heartseeker anyway. Potentially. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm praying that Heartseeker isn't back up now and she wastes it on the shield again. But yeah, Ronda is so huge for Fire Knight, man. She literally carries a team all the way up. Oh, perfect. Finish it off with the Heartseeker. Sweet. But there you go. There's stage 17 done. Now we have stage 18. It is good affinity for everybody apart from Mershdd, who we are relying on to keep everybody alive. This shouldn't be a problem, but it's stage 19 I am way more worried about, to be honest. But yeah, the waves I don't think are a problem. We have a really nice combo. We've got a fast with high accuracy Deacon. We have two AoE damage dealers in Ignatius and Ronda, with Cold Heart chipping in a little bit towards that. But Ignatius also bringing HP burn or AoE HP burn means that we just have really consistent damage when it comes to the waves. As long as we can, kind of keep the turn meter down or keep them locked up with provokes or whatever, there's no reason that we can't get through waves with just the HP burn skill. However, what I have done is made it so he actually saves the HP burn skill for wave 2, just because it's hard to guarantee that we clear wave 1 and still save the abilities we need for wave 2. So I've kind of held back his HP burn just to be able to give us like a head start when it comes to wave 2. You should see what I mean here. I think he is programmed to open with it. There we go. So now with the HP burn on everyone, even if they do get to take a turn and we can't stop them, at least they're going to be doing damage to everybody on their team whenever they do take a turn, which just means that not only is it going to actually guarantee we can kill them, but it means it's going to make the run faster in general, right? Every time they're taking a turn, they're taking damage as well. So that's a big plus. That is a big plus. But yeah, it looks like we're managing to get through this wave, which is nice. What affinity is this? Spirit, okay. So the waves shouldn't be a problem. It's just, actually, you know what, to be honest, this affinity should be fine. Mershdd is built fairly tanky now, and she provides a lot of heals. She has got one like set bonus of immortal gear, so that should just be enough for us. Right, can we get a Heartseeker from Cold Heart? That would be lovely. Hopefully we've got the accuracy to land it. We do. And having the decreased defense on the boss as well before it lands actually means it chunks him for quite a bit of damage. Not gonna lie. Cold Heart has been so huge on this account, dude. Cold Heart is just massive. She provides so much value, like, everywhere. There isn't a single boss where she's not really useful in. Ice Golem is maybe, like, the only exception, but every other boss she's just, like, god tier against. Especially this early on into the account. She's a rare champion, she's easy to ascend, easy to book out, and her skills are just so impactful. Then the rest of it is just kind of control, damage, and healing. But yeah, we are managing to get through this. Another Heartseeker wasted on the shield. Lovely. What you love to see. But it is positive. Like, we don't look under any real stress right now. Again, we're fine if Cold Heart drops because we have Mershdd to pick her up, but the other three should be tanky or self-sustaining enough to be able to not drop themselves. But yeah, this is the longest run so far, as expected, because it is the highest stage that we've actually attempted to do. But this could be where we end up farming our regen gear, right? We're going to do it at the highest stage that we can auto, just because I don't really want to have to pay attention. And we have trash savage gloves. I know, I might roll them to 8, see if they double roll. If they do, then it could be worth investing some chaos ore into them. Because I do have some like epic chaos ore just kind of sitting around, so you never know. They could be a piece for the long haul. 5-star savage gloves. But right, we will try stage 19. However, what I think I'm going to do is potentially use the HP burn skill wave 1 and lock off the provoke. And then wave 2, we will actually just we'll have HP burn as first priority because I can't guarantee that we'll have it back because it's such a long cooldown, 6 turns. But we'll put it as first priority, so if it's up, we'll use it. If not, we have the A2 to bail us out. And then I just wish I could delay the A1 another turn, but hey ho, we will make do with what we can. And fingers crossed, we can do this stage. The only issue is, obviously, we have Ray, who is going to be annoying. And to be honest, she alone could be a reason why I actually just have the provoke skill on for both waves. And I don't bother setting cooldowns. The only reason I've set cooldowns for Ignatius is to be able to get through the waves in like a timely manner, providing we actually can kill them with just one AoE from one ability from Ignatius. But to be honest, it looks like we are managing to get through the wave. Deacon has dropped to the Ray, but hopefully Rector can just pick him back up. The only issue is not having Deacon up at the start of this second wave is going to be kind of crucial, and it might end up meaning that we're just not going to have enough control or damage to get through this. Yeah, the Ray is just too much of a problem. No worries. What we're going to do is just quickly go into the team setup. We are going to make Ignatius. Okay, let's take off these presets to start with. Because I think we need to guarantee some control. So we're going to open with the provoke and don't use it. But we're also going to leave the HP burn skill just available. And we're going to do the same with wave 2. But we're not going to set like not to use it again. We can get through wave 1 kind of no problem. We just need to make sure we have the skills that we want available for wave 2. So I think that's going to be fine. What I do want to do with Deacon is actually just make him open with his decreased defense and don't use it again. And that should be okay. And then round 2, his AI should just take over and do whatever. His AI is pretty good. It's just we want him to save that decreased defense for the second wave. Okay, we landed it on Ray, which is the main thing. Nice, we landed the provoke on Ray as well. Now it's just kind of cycling through abilities and hoping that we can actually kill them in a pretty timely manner. We do have 2 AoEs coming from Ignatius, so I'm hoping that this wave 1 is actually just going to be a lot easier. Oof, but taking these hits is hurting us bad. And I think maybe with Rector Drath I should delay the heal if possible. Just so we can actually get some healing up after we've taken some smacks from the wave. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. If we can kill this Ray though, nice, and drop the 10 meter of them. Now hopefully we're just going to cycle through some abilities. Damn, I really wanted that stun to land from Ignatius. That would have been huge. But we've locked off the abilities. They do manage to top off Cold Heart, but like it's Cold Heart. She's going to be squishy. If you want her to be effective, like you need her with decent speed, decent crit, and decent accuracy. It's hard to build sustain into that with this level of account, with the very limited gear that I actually have. But we've done our best. She's like I think she's about 28k HP, or rather she will be. But after the re-gear, obviously I had no silver, so I used most of the silver just to swap around the artifacts. But once I take them to 16, because all of these guys do not have full 16 items anymore, once I take them to 16, I actually think we can probably clear this very comfortably. Although I'm saying that we haven't actually got to the boss of stage 19 yet, so that might be the deal breaker. But to be honest, the waves seem to be going a lot smoother now that we've prioritized the control from Ignatius like our plan was from the start. So with that preset before, I haven't actually amended it from what I was doing before when Ignatius was just my main damage dealer and I needed him to spread out his AoEs to be able to, spread the damage, make sure we can get through the second wave as well. But having changed that preset, it seemed to work a lot better. Obviously having Deacon being able to time his decreased defense, as well as having Ignatius just free range to control completely. And we did chuck another book into Ignatius as well, so his provoke ability is actually on a less cooldown. But, sorry, I've just noticed that we landed the Heartseeker from Cold Heart, dropped the turn meter. Now we've just got to try and get in as much damage as we can. Hopefully Deacon can land a decreased defense. and make our lives a lot easier. There we go, we get it. That's very lucky considering it is weak affinity, but this clan boss team is running really nicely, right? We have Rected Drath with the decreased defense, the decreased attack to make it so the damage we actually take is less, because as you can see, the Fire Knight's damage is based on attack. We have Deacon with a decreased defense to mean that we can do more damage. We have Ignatius with an irresistible HP burn, so as long as that is timed well, the Fire Knight will take a HP burn proc regardless if he has his shield up or not. Well, to be honest, when he takes his turn, he's going to be putting his shield back on, and he would have already taken the HP burn proc damage. We did waste the Heartseeker again. It's really sad to see that, but hey, you can't always control it. But we have multi-hitters with Ronda, Cold Heart, and Deacon. And yet, we just have a really nice balance, I guess, with this team. We've got a way to get through the waves. We have like plenty of ways to break the shield and keep the turn meter down. We have the heal reduction from Cold Heart on the A1, which means that when he does get to take a turn, it's not the end of the world because he doesn't get to heal it all back up. But we have Rected Drath, which will let us heal back up. Because thankfully, the Fire Knight does not have heal reduction. But yeah, honestly, this team is looking really solid. Once I get the gear to 16, make them all a bit tankier and do a bit more damage as well, I see no reason why this team can't like solidly, comfortably farm stage 20. Oh, we do get 2 drop there though. We do get 2 drop there. I don't think we're going to be able to break the shield now. Ooh, pick up Deacon just to get him smacked back down again. Yeah, when you start losing multiple champions on this stage, that's when it starts to fall apart. But like I said, once we get the gear to 16, we will be able to keep these guys alive. They'll be tankier, and this should not be any issue. But yeah, I'm going to back out of this because there's no way we win. But hey, that's a pretty good showing for stage 19, because that's when the waves and stuff just start getting way more stats in them. The boss gets a lot more tanky, does a lot more damage. I'm currently, it's what, about 11 p.m. here. I've got an hour till reset, so I'm now kind of stressing to get these done because I've had a long day at work today. But that'll pretty much be it, guys. That's the team I'm going to be running, and we will be probably farming. Let's have a look. Stage 18, it's actually the one run we did do of it was 3 seconds faster than stage 17. So yeah, we're probably going to sit in stage 18 and just leave that running probably overnight just to try and pick up whatever regen gear we can. Hopefully we get some good drops, but I will go over that in the next episode when I reveal the actual like stats and stuff, and hopefully I've got some like 16 pieces to show you, or like level 16 gear pieces. We did get a clan shop reset, so I'm very tempted to actually just buy all this silver up just so I can start working on those artifacts. Because to me, getting those artifacts that I have on them now, getting them to 16 will just do wonders for the account and let us push areas that we otherwise couldn't. In terms of the missions, I'm actually just not focusing on them. I'm going to wait until I get an Ice Golem tournament or something to do this. Same with the Dragon. Obviously, it would be nice to be on the Fire Knight one here, since we are farming a hell of a lot of it right now. But I don't see a reason to when I have this arena mission coming up. Getting a Great Hall bonus to level 7, we are miles away from that. I am trying to do arena best we can, but the champions I've pulled just are not really arena champions. We've got Deacon who can do a job in arena. We've got Ronda who can do a job in arena, but Rector and Ignatius as the other two are just not really the best when it comes to arena, let's say. Again, they can do a job, and I can beat teams like with a bit higher player power, but aside from that, it's just a struggle. But yeah, we're gonna work on getting this. It's gonna be a slow grind, but until I get even close to getting one of these to level 7, there's just no point stressing and using energy now irresponsibly just to try and sync this up with the Fire Knight tournament, when I could just use that energy to actually progress in the Fire Knight tournament. And then once I've done that, that's when I can start using my energy to maybe clear some of the other stuff or go back to champ training. I don't know. But either way, we are being a bit ruthless with our decisions. But to be honest, guys, that is going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the free-to-play update. Let me know what you think of the team. If you can think of any ways to improve it with any of the champions that you see here, please do let me know. I know Ruella is a Fire Knight Queen, but I think she needs to be 60 before I can bring her in. Same reason for Cold Heart is that she's just going to be too squishy. She's not going to provide much value for the waves. Um, so yeah, she would do a great job instead of Cold Heart, and maybe in the future I can potentially drop Ignatius from this team, bring in Ruella, and hopefully just Deacon and Ronda will have good enough gear to be able to nuke through the waves on their own. But for now, I just don't see that happening. Or to be honest, maybe I could even drop out Rector Drath eventually when I get to the point where we just have a team that can cycle through abilities, get through the waves, get through the boss, and keep that turn meter down entirely with just Ruella and Cold Heart. Because Ruella has a really consistent way of doing it on the A1. Um, well, I say really consistent. It's not that consistent, but she does put out the decreased speed, which will be huge. And obviously, decreased defense weakening means we'll do more damage. And these are both multi-hit abilities, so it's good for the shield. I don't know. We'll find a way to make it work. But hey, thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked the video. Take care. Have a lovely day, and peace.